Welcome to the Drunkard's Path. I'm Shelley, and to all the new subscribers, just to let you know who we are. We are an online quilt shop at drunkardspath.com. So go on there, have a look, and shop at your leisure. And we have lots of high-end quilting cotton, some notions, some patterns. We're building as we go along, so we're coming up to our 3rd year anniversary at the beginning of April, so it takes a little bit of time to get inventory built up. So we're doing pretty good though. We have like lots and lots of fabric, lots of spring fabric. Just have a look on there and yeah, shop away. Stick around for the second half of this video because we have a really fun tutorial to show you. It is called Scrappy Bits Appliqué. It's a nice, a relatively easy technique, and you can just, it gives you such a fun look for something that it looks harder after you're done. You're like, oh geez, that looks like something that was kind of hard, but actually is not. And you can use any shape at all. So I don't want to show you what it looks like right now. You'll see it in the video, in the tutorial, sorry. And at the end, I'll show you my completed project. And do jump on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to have you join us there, subscribe there, or join there. I got to get my terminology right with all this social media, videos, YouTube is just, everything is all different here. So yeah, please join us. So we'll have more and more stuff going on there shortly. And I wanted to announce that coming up for the Sarnia Quilters Guild, we have our quilt show. It's every 3 years, and it happens to be this year. So it's called Once Upon a Quilt, and that takes place at the Point Edward Arena on May 29th and 30th. It's $10 to come in, and we will have a booth there. We're a vendor, and also I'll have a quilt in there as well. I hope to be there because my daughter is expecting, and her due date is just within that week. So we'll have to see. But if I'm not there, Angela's will be there, and my friend Helen, she'll be there for sure as well. So it's a family affair with us. It's a family-owned business. So Helen, she's just like one of the family. Do drop by and say hi for sure. Each video we usually have a giveaway, a $25 gift card. That seems to be the easiest thing to give away instead of a prize to be mailed or whatever. So this week's winner is Not Your Grandma's Quilts. Now if you could please get a hold of us at support@drunkardspath.com. We will email you a code for the $25, and you can shop away with that $25 gift card. Also, coming up at the end of March, this is being filmed before, like when you see it, it will be into April. So we're at the end of March now, and we have just a couple of days before we have our big winner, our $100 gift card. So I don't know the name of that person yet, but if this comes out just right after, here's the name right here, Angela, so we'll pop it in. We will get a hold of you via email, and it also will be announced in our blog. So have a look. That takes place on March the 31st. And don't forget, anybody that buys something for the next quarter, that would be April 1st until June 30th, your name will go into a draw exactly the same for a $100 gift card. Oh, I forgot to say, please leave a comment and like and subscribe our video. And if you could say, let me see, I had a question. Where is it? What are you working on right now? So if you can answer that question in the comments below, then you'll be in the running for that next $25 gift card. We really appreciate your comments, and we look forward to reading them. Thank you. Okay, next business to take care of is what is new to our shop. We have a couple things. We have this really nice, they're called 10-inch stackers. They're also a layer cake. Layer cake is a trademark name for Moda Fabrics. This is Maywood Studios, and this, like, probably getting a little bit of glare, and I apologize for that, but I can't take it out of the packaging. So there's there's pinks and blues and more neutral colors. It's really pretty. So we have that. And also from Maywood Studio is a jelly roll, but it's not Again, that's another name for Moda, but I think they call them roly-polies or something. And this one's called Terrace Balloons by Maywood Studio. So you can't really, like, I'll just kind of turn it around. You've got some nice lighter colors in there. Really pretty. So there we have that. And we also have another bolt of fabric, a blue this time. And this one is by Sandy Gervais, and it's called Texture, and the color is denim. So that's got a bit of texture going through it. Lighter and darker, or a darker blue with the lines and a lighter blue behind the background color. Our next section is called What Have I Been Working On? At Drunkard's Path, we like to inspire you by showing you a bunch of projects that I've been currently working on or have worked on or about to work on. Just so you can get some ideas on, if you get the fabric, what am I going to do with it? So I'm trying very hard to be to get as much done as I can between videos so I can show you these things. But I have to show you something. Well, first of all, I'm going to show you, this is my quilting journal. I've been keeping up to date. So all my projects for the year, I've been putting in here. That's how I keep track of what I'm working on. So it's a good idea to have one of those. I decided that I was going to try making a little stuffed animal because I don't know why, I just can't do it. I just mess it up every single time. So I got this pattern. It's a little chicken because I thought, okay, Easter's coming, so let's do a little Easter project. Well, this is my sad looking chicken. And I say sad looking because I ended up having to make little felt wings on him because I could not sew it and flip it, turn it through to make the wings. This little thing, these are all supposed to be fabric, and I used felt and I glued it on. So I just have it sitting out there just for fun. Oh, he doesn't have eyes. I forgot again to put the eyes on the poor chicken, but rather pathetic. But I am human. This is my downfall, these little stuffed animals. Ugh. Okay, I have something fun to show you. Our guild usually has a take it or leave it table. And this on the table was this, I don't know what you call it. Just like an embroidery type thing, which you turn into a quilt, right? It's like, you take, well, I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this. When I saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. This is great. So it has like an iron-on page. It looks like this. So it's reversed. So you put it on your fabric and you iron this so you can follow along when you're doing your embroidery. So I didn't want to go with the black and white. It tells you what colors to use, and I had this beautiful, beautiful red that I got from Roxy Floss, which that's from Evertoad in London, Ontario, and it's just gorgeous, gorgeous thread. So this is my start. I'm not going to take it out of the hoop, but this is my start on it. And doesn't that look just so nice? So the rich red on there. So I mean, it's been going quite quickly. So I'll have that done. And then what you do, you can see it's got the flying geese. And I have the most perfect fabric to go with this when it's done. So you put your flying geese and then your corners. And there's a border there as well. So it is going to look so nice. And I'm so happy that I grabbed that. So thank you to whoever left it on that table because this is just perfect for me. And I'm going to show you my temperature quilt. I decided I'm going to try quilting that myself. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I started to quilt this. I got about halfway done, and I just want to show you that it can be done. I still have the other half to go, but I'm just going to hold it up. The part that I've done, I used a design that was on the embroidery section on my sewing machine, and I just hoop up a certain part of it, as you can see, and you can see the part where I've done, so I put the hoop in there. I'll tell you, there's a little bit of cursing going on in my sewing room because sometimes it comes out of the hoop, not while I'm doing it, but when I'm getting it and trying to get it under, because of the weight, under the needle, and putting the hoop into the part where it attaches to. It is harder than I thought because of the size of it, right? It's not just something small. I'm sure that there's a way, and if there is a way, could somebody please tell me how to do it, because like easier, because it is rather difficult. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to hold it like that. So I am making progress, and I'm going to complete it. Next, I'm going to show you the the Honey Blossom Table Runner, which was put out by Primrose Cottage. Now this is a pattern that you get for free if you sign up for their newsletter at Primrose Cottage. So that will be linked below. And we had kitted up a few of these, I think 5 of them. I think there's 2 left available. So this is my version of the Honey Blossom. Isn't that cute? With the flower and the beehive. I thought it'd be, if I could find like a little bee, like a 3D, you know, something made from Michael's, and just kind of plunk that in there, that would look really cute. I haven't gone out and looked yet, but this is my completed table runner, which I actually hang up in my hallway upstairs for right now. I think the Primrose Cottage ladies are so generous to do these patterns one every month. So if you sign up, you get these patterns for free for that month. Next, I'm going to show you, I made a few more bags from the Lori Holt zippy bag panel that we had sold here. I really am sorry for the people that did not get one. If they come up with more, I'll try and get some more. But these bags, I think, are out of the 4 different panels she has put out. I have to say, I like these ones the best, and I'm having so much fun making them. So this was a small bag that I made. It's the little teapots. And then I put the little zipper pull on here. So here's the teapots, and then I did just a little crosshatch quilting on it. So I'll try and move that in. So isn't that cute for the smaller bag? And I think I've made 4 so far. So this next one, I really like this one. This one's got the sewing machine, and I just kind of quilted around here. And at the back I just put a cross. So that wasn't too hard. But isn't this cute? I found these little tomatoes when I was in Fabricland one day. There's a pack of these little tomatoes. They were on sale. And I just bought it just because, and it just happened to go so well because you got your tomato right there. And this was my zipper pull I used. I just thought that was so darn cute. So that one turned out really well. And then yesterday I decided to make one more. And this is the one with the house. And I put my little bling on here, and I just put quilting right there in the front. And then the back. This one was great because I didn't have to draw lines or anything. I just followed the pattern on the fabric itself, and I just did this cross hatching in that kind of the tealy color. So that turned out really well. So I think I got 4 more to go. But, you know, 3 this time, so that's pretty good. And I just, I love these, love these bags. And just because you didn't get a panel doesn't mean you can't make a bag yourself. I'm going to give you the dimensions real quick. If you want to do a bag, this is 2.5 by 15. This part is 10.5 by 15. When you sew, of course, you got your 1/4 inch seam allowance. And on the back, it's 12.5 by 15. So, and you're going to cut your lining. You can see the lining, the same as the pieces that make the bag, and as well as your batting or whatever, your fusible fleece. We'll link below a tutorial that I did on how I made these bags below, so you can make one yourself, or just by using what you have in your stash, or have a look on our site if you see something. But they're really easy to make, so just because you didn't get a panel doesn't mean you can't make a bag. I made 2 more blocks for the Let's Be Friends by Tilda, the Tilda fabric that I use. So I'm just going to show you those 2 blocks. So my first one, I'm getting really good at these. If I do say so myself, I'm in a real roll with this. So there's the one with the turquoise colored stars. That's what makes it unique, is that fabric for each block. These are all the same on every one, and the background fabric is the same. So there's that one. And the other block has kind of like a brown and beige. So that's block number 2 that I made. So we're going to get this quilt done for sure this year, after it's been waiting in the wings for, gosh, a few years anyway. And then I went on the Tilda website. They have all kinds of free patterns there. Like, I can't believe the most beautiful patterns. So go on there. We'll link that as well below, the Tilda. And this one is is called Sunday Brunch. And the reason why I got this one is because I had a fat quarter bundle of Tilda fabrics. And shoot, I can't remember the name of it. Something about the beach, whatever. The fabric collection was called. So this is what it looks like. All these little dresses. There's 4 different dresses. And I starched all my fabric, got everything ready. And this morning I made the first block. So out of 4 of the dresses, I made the first one. And it is so cute. So cute. So that's the first dress. Now there's 3 more that look. This bottom piece will always be the same. Up here, it changes a little. It's not that hard, but this part is hard. Like for me, because it's not like a half square triangle. You're doing a rectangle, and it's not, you have to see the technique. If you download that pattern, they'll show you how. And I actually had to draw a 1/4 inch all the way around this piece here. And I had to line up dots from here to here. For this, it was a whole rectangle, and just you had to angle it a certain way to get that to go. But I got it. I did follow exactly what it told me to do on those directions, and it worked fine. I'm going to show you the back, because I'll show you that I like to press open where I can. So see how it's pressed open, except for the join piece that I, pressed one way. I pressed up. So I'm really, really excited about starting this one, because I just love those dresses. I think it's going to make just such a cute quilt. And this is also Tilda fabric too, the background as well as this here. Okay, I think we can move into the cross stitch. I just have a little bit to show you. Now I keep everything in my book of days right here. This is my 2026 book of days, and I'll show you March. We've got something every day. I stitch every day that I can. And the first thing I want to show you is a couple little finishes that I had. And these are both Primrose Cottage. Because they give us so many free patterns, like the free cross stitch patterns, I decided and I do every once in a while, I'll go on there and I'll buy one of theirs. But living in Canada, they don't ship to Canada. So I just purchased the PDF where they're available. Not all other patterns are available in PDF, but I do like to get a couple here and there. This first one I'm going to show you is just small, just itty bitty, and it's so cute. It's just, I don't know if I should just hold it up on the board so you can see it like that. It's just a little tomato and scissors and whatever. It took me a couple days to do that, and then when I was done, so I made a pillow and I used some French General fabric that we carry in the shop, and then I just took the leftover floss and I just kind of put it all the way around the pillow, you can see, and then just knotted it up here so it can hang. So it's not hard. This is it didn't take that long. There's a little bit of back stitching in it. And then I have this really cute Happy Easter that I also purchased this one as well. They're not expensive, the PDFs. And let me see here. You can see the bunny, his basket of carrots, the little chicks, and the butterflies. And I just used some Accufactum fabric that I had. And I stuffed it. But what I did when I sewed it all, and then I made like an X here, and I put all the stuffing, all the batting in here. And then I closed it, and then I put this felt heart over top of it. So it just kind of added to the pillow itself. So these are not difficult to do. Just gives you an idea on how you can do a finish. And I also got one more from them, and I haven't started it yet, but this one is called Hope Anchors the Soul. Now, they're a family of 4 girls and the mother that run this shop. And one of the daughters, they're growing up, they're all adults. Her husband is going through chemo, and then all the proceeds from this pattern, and there's another one as well that you can choose from, all the proceeds go to that family to help with the medical expenses. So I bought mine yesterday, so hopefully I'll have a finish for the next video. I just wanted to show you that I had another chart from the red box. It's called Molly Stone, and this is one that everybody went crazy over, and I can see why, because that's the first one that caught my eye. Well, my silks came in, and I'm just going to show you. I got a start on it. It's really cute. It's nice and colorful. So I have, if you look at it, I probably have about that section done there. So it's nice and colorful. So I just love this one. I got to spend probably about 3 days doing that one. So I'm going to keep working on that. I wanted to show you the update on my Queen of the May. This one is really starting to take shape. I finished page 9. So that one's all completely done. And I'm over here on page 10. So I'm at the bottom. You can see that I've started, I got the flowers in, I filled in the rest of this, and I'm starting to get that one. But there is a ton of stitching that's going to go all across here. There's lots and lots of green, so I started up on this, and then there's like a deer that's going to go in here. Like, I thought this part went slow, but this part's really going to take me a bit of time because there's a lot of stitching in here. But I can see the light at the end of the tunnel on this one, so I'm really, really happy with the progress on this. I gave myself a year, and who knows, maybe I'll make that year. We'll see, but that's going to look really good when it's all said and done. Okay, here's the tutorial on the Scrappy Bits Appliqué. Today I'm going to show you how to use up some of those extra scraps that are laying around in your sewing room, and we're going to do what you call Scrappy Bits Appliqué. And what you need is your scraps right here. You need some sort of fusible web, and I use the Wonder Fuse by Clover. It has like 10 sheets in it, but you can also, whatever you've got in your sewing room or what you're, there's different kinds of this fusible web. Might become in a big roll, then you just cut off what you need. But I'm just going to go with these sheets, and we do sell them in the shop. I'm not sure if there's any in stock right now, but we can get this one right here. You need a pair of scissors, Sharpie marker, or something that is heavy enough that you can see through. And you need a lightweight interfacing. So this is what I use. I used the Lori Holt one that we carry in the shop. This one here. So these are basically the things that you need, as well as you're going to need a shape of some kind. Now, what I'm going to do with mine, I'm going to make an Easter theme one. So I went online. I just typed in clip art bunny shape. And this is what I got. So I got my shape, and what I did to start to make things a little easier is I put the interfacing on top of my shape. I kind of taped it in place, and I drew around with my Sharpie. So this is what we're going to put our little Scrappy Bits on top of, and see, I can see from behind. So first thing, we're going to get our little Scrappy Bits ready. Go with one at first. And this one has like glue on this side and kind of a papery on this side. So what I'm going to kind of do this backwards to what you normally should do, but so I'm going to iron on this side, but I'm going to cover everything. So I'm just going to maybe cut that piece to the length. Okay, so, and don't forget to put the wrong side down on the glue. So we're just going to, we'll do like that. Well, you can overlap. I just want to, so I don't want to touch my iron to the glue part. So we can just do this, and we're probably going to need 2 sheets. I guess I can probably put this piece over here. Put that up. I'll just cut a little bit off of here. Doesn't matter. We're going to cut all this up anyway afterwards. There's many bits that I can fit on here. So there's that. So I'm going to bring out this very hot iron, and we're going to take this, put it down. Now, like I said, normally I would be doing this flipped over on the other side, but it doesn't matter. As long as the glue adheres to the fabric. Boy, I can just feel the heat off this little iron. These little alisos are just unbelievably hot. Glue it down. Don't want to touch my iron to any of the exposed parts. So there's that one. And then we'll get the bigger pieces. I'll get another piece out, and we can do another piece. Here's the glue side up. And we're just going to lay that. And then this one. Okay. I just overlap just a little. We'll put it back on the hot iron. And we'll just put these 2 pieces down. Hold it in place. Try not to, I mean, I'm ironing on the bigger pieces, but it's better if they tell you to lift your iron and then place it back down just so it doesn't move. But I'm pretty sure that glue is set. Okay, so we'll move that out of the way. Okay, now we've got our bits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out little pieces, but right now I'm just going to separate them. And then I'll use my rotary cutter, okay? So we'll just, you don't have to be especially neat. Just there. And then we'll just separate these guys just so we can make it a little bit easier when we're cutting out our pieces. Like that. I'm just going to cut that overlapping bit off. Because we're just going to scatter these all over. And that's just a little bit off. So we'll just cut off the edge. There's no neatness to this part at all. Okay, so we're just going to go like that. There's all our fabrics, okay? So we're going to just take our rotary cutter. Okay, and we're just gonna cut the little bits any which way. And watch your fingers doing this, okay? So we'll see how much we need. Just kind of be, or just have fun with this part. Maybe just put them in little piles. Those are all our little bits. So put them in piles. I probably won't do them all until I see how much I really need. And then we'll just go like that. Don't forget, watch your fingers. Be very careful doing this. We'll go with the pink. Do not take your eye off of where you're cutting, okay? Some accidents happen. I read on social media somebody recently was sewing away and they had their rotary cutter and they dropped it and it hit their foot. Now, I normally have one that retracts automatically, but every time you put the cutter down, please put the blade back where it belongs. Like put it back, retract it, or put the safety part on, because it only takes a second for something to happen, and I'm sure several of you out there either nicked your fingers or whatever. Okay, so here are our piles, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover Mr. Bunny with these little bits. Okay, these are our Scrappy Appliqué bits. So to get it off, you just kind of like go like this, and you can peel the paper. Don't forget to peel the paper off when you're doing it, because you got that glue part underneath, okay? So just lay them wherever, okay? Just kind of get a feel for it. Now you can see the lines still. Just grab different ones as you go. Of course, it's not going to be, oh, there we go. Okay. And that's for ear, and then you just overlap. Okay, we'll stick that on his ear. Okay, kind of get the idea of what I'm doing, like that. You can see I've got all my little scrappy bits covering all the area. I don't see anything, no black lines are showing, and that's good. So now that I've taken the adhesive or the backing, and then I put the adhesive side down, we're going to press that into place. And I'm going to carefully pick this up by the corners and put it down. Nothing shifted. Now this, I'm definitely going to lift up my iron and hold it down. Melt that glue. So maybe like counting to 5 to yourself or more. Depends your iron, I guess, of how hot it is. You don't need to use steam. I guess it wouldn't matter. It would probably heat the glue more if you did. But I just have a dry iron here. But like I said, this one is really, really hot. I can feel it. Like the heat coming up off of that. I'm going to put that aside, and then you can see it's all glued down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to just sew a bunch of lines across to hold it down. I mean, it's held down by the glue, but these are all raw edges, and I'm just going to go over top of it. You can do it any way. You can do meandering, you can do straight, you can do it any which way that you like, but just sew in a rather tight amount of line, like tighten up your sewing, your seams, so you can make sure that everything is being held down. So you can see that I've sewn just straight lines to keep those little bits down, and I did them about 1/2 inch apart. I didn't even cut off the little threads, because I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cut my shape out. So be careful when you're cutting. Just cut slow and just go around nice and careful. To be honest, I'm not used to using big scissors. very often. So, like for smaller pieces like this. Like I said, you can do this with any shape that you want. And you wouldn't believe some of the things that you can think of. It's just a really great technique. Something different. This one's not too bad. Now, if you got a shape that had a lot of little intricate corners, well, you can do whatever you want, but whatever you're comfortable doing. There we go. Now here's our bunny. Now how cute is that, eh? So what you can do is you can put it on, like I'm going to put it on some fabric. And I'm going to, I mean you can either pin it down and go around it, or you can use another sheet or your fusible web. Put the bunny on the fusible web, put your shape on there, iron it down so it stays. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do a blanket stitch all the way around. And you might want to put some interfacing on the back of it or stabilizer, sorry, put some stabilizer on the back so it stitches up nice. So I'm going to do a blanket stitch all the way around him, and I will come up with something. I will make something with this little bunny with, I think I'm going to use this fabric. So I will put them on the white, and I think I'm going to make a little Easter bag, but I'm not 100% sure. At the end of this video, I will show you the completed project that I made. So the possibilities are endless. So have fun with your scraps on your shape, and look how cute that is and how quickly that I did that. Here is my finished project from the Scrappy Bits applique. Didn't he turn out cute? I just made a little a little bag. The bunny's on the front, and this fabric's got the bunnies. This is the Lewis and Irene. So here's the back, and inside is like the same fabric, but it's in the pink. So this turned out really well. I made this on the National Quilt Day that we had a Zoom sewing day that day, and this is my finished project from that. So see how cute that turned out? So you can have fun with that Scrappy Bit applique technique. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. There was lots here today, so I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you next time. Keep sewing, keep stitching.